I know. That's what I'm good. Yeah. Okay, let's get this show on the road, you guys. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi. I would like to welcome us to our December 17th. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Young Democrats of Central Midlands informal / get together / meeting. So I don't have a welcome or a report. I don't think we're doing those right now. But we will be voting on some things or a thing in relation to our chair, the processes of our chair resigning or having to step down, etc. So please look out for that. So this is just an informal meeting. We're going to be just doing that. And then we're just going to, have a party. Just chill out. So does anybody of leadership have anything to say? Okay, come on. This is not a report, but this is a update.
To the fair.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. Hello. So this is my official report, as I was written and told to provide. We at Policy don't have much. Obviously, we met last week. We do have one piece of information, which that we have decided on the next education exchange, name still pending. Want to give a very big thank you to Zane for his fantastic performance on Saturday, delivering his education exchange on Palmetto's Peoples. This next one is going to be one that you may have heard of before. It is going to be our public speaking seminar. This is open not only to YDCM, but also the broader public. I have also already arranged to have a guest speaker join us. They will be giving you the, for lack of a better term, keynote address. The date is pending. It will be communicated in the chat as well as the location, but want to put it on your radar since it will be happening in January. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Wes. That's great. And yes, Zane, thank you for your contribution to our education exchange. You did a great job. I was not there because I was either under the weather or going crazy. I'm just kidding now. But yes, you did a great job. I heard great things. So let's get the show on the road when it comes to voting and etc. So Austin, would you like to come up and present the change to our bylaws?
All right. So before we do, all right. So before we do, we need an actual motion to so we can start discussing it. Justice.
Can I make a motion to look at the bylaw amendments that was provided?
Sorry.
Where are they? Is it in the?
I put them in the announcements chat.
I move to open the floor for discussion on the motion that was proposed.
So I can't say this. So I did get two proposals for rules changes. One from Justice that got tabled to the next meeting on January 14th, and one that has to come up at this meeting because it affects January 14th from Sophia St. Marie. So it would be a motion to.
I move to talk about the one for tonight.
Okay. Then there's a motion. There's a motion to amend Article 6, Section 2 of the bylaws. Is there a second? Seconded by Emma Connell. So, okay. So the.
Sorry, what are you making any changes?
So the changes are technically being made by Sophia. So basically, what's happening is currently when a vacancy happens in YDCM, the chair would fill the vacancy. Would literally fill the vacancy flat out, and that would be the call. But as we're coming up at a time where both the chair and both vice chairs are about to step down for whatever reason, we actually Sophia came to me and asked if it was possible for us to actually hold a special election.
Point of information.
Yes.
Just to clarify for all listening, tonight's discussion is on whether we will have a voting process for these chairs, not voting on those chairs, correct?
Right. If this passes, the meeting on January 14th, instead of being a flat out inauguration, would be an election. So basically I did wordsmith this earlier today. So basically we'd have to amend like Article 6, Section 2. We would change the filling of vacancies through special elections that would happen at the meeting after the vacancy took place. So basically we you and Reed would have to stick around for maybe one more meeting. So basically there would be an election. We would hold those elections the same way we would hold the regular elections in odd number years, and it would say that in the event that a chair steps down before the end of the term for any reason, then they can choose one of the vice chairs, but they only serve until the next meeting. After which there would have to be an election.
Do you have any issues with this? No.
Do you?
No. Nah, I just need to check.
I proposed this because I thought we would have.
Sophia?
No. Sophia needs to go sit on the mic. I'm not going to be told to stream and then we don't use the equipment. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm just hopping up to say that I asked for this because we will have multiple chairs positions to fill in January, and I personally thought it would be better as a democratic organization to elect those people instead of just having those people put in positions. So we'll vote in January for new leadership, and then good to go. That's it. Thank you, Austin.
All right. So because these are bylaw changes, I need to make sure that it's a majority vote and not.
So if I were to
Oh, sorry.
if I were to step down earlier, would the election happen in January 14th?
Like January 14th is the next meeting. At this point, you could literally step down after after this meeting, appoint Sophia as chair, and there would still have to be an election on January 14th.
Good. Okay. Just making sure. That's what we're gonna do. But I just want to make sure.
So anyway, is there any other discussion? Saying that. Wait, Michael.
Up there, go up. Use the mic. No, I was told to set up the equipment. We're using it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so like my thoughts are that this is like an important position that we would want somebody who has the time commitment and like energy to do it. Sometimes that can be that kind of leadership can be good to have it handed down and be like, hey, I've seen the work that you've done. You may be good for this, rather than like random elections and people have these elections and don't really know what they're getting themselves into or like what kind of time commitment this could be. I just wanted to throw out there, maybe there is value in having that appointed, especially in like in possible time. But I will also defer to Sophia. Yeah.
Hi, Christine Snuffer. I was just going to ask, are we having any kind of, like, for people who are getting appointed to positions that we're going to be voting to see if they're going to be appointed, are they going to be given any kind of, like, little blurb on themselves, like any kind of little speech at the meeting, just to say, hey, if y'all vote me in, this is what my plan is, this is what I would like to do?
Yes, traditionally, yes.
But it's crazy. I can't hear you. You're not speaking into the mic.
Hang on, I have to answer that question. So traditionally, yes. If we vote to hold a special election for those three offices, that we would have to switch to holding that. Okay, West and Sophia.
Can we bring the mic to the table?
No.
Okay, I'm just running up real quick just to say, in response to.
Before we have the mic, step back. Sophia, step to the mic.
Okay. So in response to Michael, I think the idea of somebody kind of being handed the position is still in place. So like that idea is not going away. But I think in terms of like for the organization as a whole, like especially because we have new members all the time and those people don't like they're not going to know. So I think it's best if we vote people in. There can still be a suggestion of like Jeremy like has asked, and like before this was even brought up, has asked that I step into the chair position. I have no problem with that. I just want everybody else to be comfortable with that. That's my only thing, is just to ensure that everybody's comfortable and that we're acting as democratically as we can. So the blurbs wise, if anybody else feels like they want to run for chair, no problem with that. I would invite multiple people to run for chair. That would be great. And then we can, we'll see who wins. So that's basically it, I guess. I don't really, I do agree that it might be a little funky, like transitioning to this, but I do think that generally these decisions are already kind of made by leadership, like before they're brought to the general members anyway. So like there was already conversation, like this has been an ongoing conversation between myself and other members of leadership for months at this point. So it's not like leadership isn't already considering who should take the position. That's not being considered. It's more like we will put like that person can be suggested, or they will be, so if I get elected chair and then I were to step down and then wait until the next meeting, people can see who I would suggest take my position in that interim period. Does that make sense? Should I trade the mic again?
But like, I would want you to have that ability to be like, oh, my grandfather died. Oh, I don't have the time commitment that I thought I did. Why don't you do a good job with it, rather than like having new elections every single time?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But I also think, like, yes, democracy's good, and that's important that we get buy-in from folks. But I think, like, structure, it could be important.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
I totally get what you're saying. I think that's the only thing.
To address kind of everything and everyone's point, I personally would take I do not believe that is a good way for us to continue to do things. As it has become apparent, not only in YDCM, but also in broader categorical organizations, we have a consistent issue of playing what is known as good old boy politics, where positions of authority are either conferred unilaterally through something like appointing the next chair and next two vice chairs, or implicitly conferred, where dealings are made behind the scenes to assure that certain people take certain positions of power. Yes, this is an imperfect system because it relies on people without perfect knowledge of situations to cast votes at a moment's notice. But it is likely the best situation to ensure that there is a good deal of transparency between leadership and the organization. It is likely the best system to ensure that the person taking chair best matches the will of the people. And third, for those of us that are serving in the organization, while I personally don't have remarkably high aspirations of being chair of this organization, I can imagine a reality when someone might. And knowing that there is a transference of political power, we'll call it, I theoretically might want to run for this position. Someone might want to run for this position, but not have the opportunity. And I don't know. I assume, I've always trusted in our chair's judgment. I assume that the person they would appoint hypothetically would be best, and my money, once again, is on Sophia. But ultimately, if someone felt they could do a better job, I don't want to rob them of the chance to vocalize that. I think it is both discouraging to new and current members, and it is defeating to one of the principles we espouse in our bylaws.
Could I make a friendly amendment to the proposal?
Crazy you're not talking into the mic, which we have.
I would like to make a friendly amendment. Could it be like that this is like a special thing, and then it's the next convention, at whatever next convention is happening, then you can have like the regular big elections, and then this can be like a you serve until whenever the odd year is.
I think it already started.
That's already there, right?
That kind of might be how it goes.
Okay, then I am on board.
Yeah, that basically is how it goes.
Yeah. Cool. I'm on board. Cool. So, hand this back.
All right. All right. Thank you, Michael. All right. So with Jeremy, do you want to say anything before we go?
Let me look at the. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what it says. All right. So with discussion is discussion exhausted? Is there a motion to go to previous question? As moved by Justice, seconded by Michael. This is a 2/3 vote. So I'm gonna call it. So I'm gonna call each your. So I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna call each of your names and.
Raise your hand for aye.
And we'll do this by a show of hands. All those in favor of the rules change, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All those opposed?
What? Oh, sorry. I was not paying attention.
Any abstentions? The ayes are 10. The noes are 0, and no abstentions. So motion carries. And with that happy, there is one last report I do need to make. I did talk with Crystal today. Apparently, so a couple weeks ago, last week I did talk about the possibility of the DNC adding more than 50 DNC seats that were exclusively for young Democrats. That did get pulled by the sponsor because apparently the DNC rules did not mesh with how that amendment was worded, so that is on the back burner for now. That being said, happy holidays. I will be back with you in the coming days to let you know how that special election would work. Jerry.
Thank you, Austin. All right. Thank you, Austin, for helping run that election. And, since this is my official last meeting, I want to say happy holidays as well. But I also want to say that it has been the greatest opportunity, one of the greatest opportunities of my life to be the chair of this organization. I love you all so much. And I think that you guys are in, great pastures. And you will do well. I will still be here. I will still be around, but I will not be your chair. I'm going to miss you guys. I will hopefully be back a lot. As you guys are my family, and I hope this organization continues to keep being a family, and I love you guys. We're going to just talk. That's it. Yeah.